What's up, guys? My Vernon Kid here. How's everybody doing on their end? Yeah. Welcome back to the Opinion Spot. So for this installment of the Opinion Spot, guys, I'm doing a response to a friend of mine. If you haven't seen his vid, you should. Um, he did a video where he basically... Oh, sorry, forgot about it. That friend that I'm talking about is Deadpoolzilla. He did a video where he talked about uh, a lineup, a Suicide Squad lineup that he would make up that basically has no DC or Marvel or just comic characters, but more characters coming from the world of video games, anime, cartoons, things like that. And I saw everybody else put their video, but I told him straight out. I said, you know what, dude, I'm gonna make a response to this and put it on the Opinion Spot. So we're gonna get into it. So hope you enjoy, and love to hear you guys' input as always. 'Cause this is the Opinion Spot where your opinion matters. And what's the other word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, enjoy. Y'all take care. Alright, guys, let us get into this non-comic book Suicide Squad lineup. This is mine, so enjoy. Let's start off with the leader. So, with the leader of the Suicide Squad, I went to the world of one of my favorite franchises in video games, Mass Effect. And I decided to have the leader be none other than Zaid Masani. I think this would work well for Zaid because he's had a lot of experience, and also, if you remember throughout the game, he actually founded the one of the mercenary groups known as the Blue Suns, but till his partner put a bullet in his head, but he lived, and he gets his revenge. But I think Zaid has that no nonsense attitude. Is like, you do what I say, or I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I think personally he would be the only member of the squad that Waller would trust won't, so he wouldn't be, put a mini bomb in his head. But that's just personally me. But yeah, Zaid Masani, I think he'd work. All right, so next up, I kind of went with the kind of, instead of the Deadshot equivalent, and I went to another one of my favorite video game franchises, the Metal Gear Solid world, and right off the bat, I knew exactly who I was going for, and that's none other than Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf is another one of those characters. One thing you got to say about the women of Metal Gear, they're badasses, and Sniper Wolf was one of them. This woman was unlike any sniper you can think of. Like, some snipers can stay there days. No, she can stay longer just waiting for her target. And that's scary. That's very scary that she's able to do that. And she's not very much a people person. She only kind of real contact and love she has is wolves. Her wolves. But she definitely loves to play games in terms of hunting down people, and yeah, that'd be like Waller's go-to girl in terms of just easily picking somebody off. So yeah, Sniper Wolf in the house. Okay, so next up, go to another one of my another favorite franchise, especially in terms of fighting games. You see a trend going, guys. I picked a lot of characters from some of my favorite franchises, and who better to be on a Suicide Squad team than none other than that psychopath, sadistic, claw wielding Vega. Uh, yeah, definitely Vega. I could see beyond this, and Waller would not trust him too much, so he would definitely have maybe a couple of mini bombs up in his head, just to keep him in check. But definitely he could be used also for stealth missions, because Vega is what is Vega's nickname, the Spanish Ninja. But definitely he would get off on the killing, as we all know he does. He's crazy, and I think he wouldn't like a lot of his members of his team, especially because he would look at him because he's very vain, and he's very he's like, yeah, I'm the most prettiest, nobody can see my face and everything like that. So yeah, Vega definitely will work on a Suicide Squad team. So going from the world of Street Fighter, we go to the world of Kill Bill, and I went with Gogo Yubari. Yeah, the muscle, one of the muscles to Orochi. Yeah, uh, this girl was sick and but dangerous. I mean, what kind of girl comes to you and says, "Would you like to screw me?" and then literally painfully chop your balls off? It's like, oh God. But she would definitely work on a Suicide Squad team, definitely as well. Waller would not trust her as well, just like. But I loved her weapon, like that mini mace and chain, like it felt like a kunai with chains, but it had a big little mace on it, and it could turn into a blade. So she would kind of be a similar. I look at her as being the equivalent of Scandal Savage in a sense, even though Scandal has never been on the Suicide Squad. She was more of a Secret Six, but definitely I can see her uh, being on the Suicide Squad. So next up, once again, going back to the world of Metal Gear Solid, and the next is Psycho Mantis. Uh, why Psycho Mantis? Well, he don't really like people too much. He's dangerous, and also he's psychic. One of the things I could definitely see him being used for, besides Vega as an interrogator, especially getting information out of the enemy, because Vega would get off on that too, is if they want to do it clean and not dirty like Vega would, then just let's send Mantis in. He get the information clean and quick, and that's it. Uh, but that's pretty much what I believe Waller would use him for. Uh, but still recognize that he's dangerous and be on guard with him at all times. He's another one I feel Waller would have a few mini bombs in his head because he can easily turn it and use his psychic abilities on someone else, or even more, make sure everyone has like psychic blockers or something just to keep them safe from him. All right, once again, staying in the kind of the world of Metal Gear. The world of Metal Gear has a lot of interesting characters that could work on a Suicide Squad. And this girl right here, for all those who remember, uh, Mistral from Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. She was one of the interesting villains that I enjoyed. Uh, I thought she was really cool. Like, she looked like she had more than one arm, and it was really cool. I was like, that's scary. Like she can make her arms into like this staff and things like that. It was really scary to see that. I mean, she's just as scary as Laughing Mantis, or some of the characters from Metal Gear Solid 4. But yeah, she was creepy and scary at times. So she could definitely put the fear of God into somebody on the enemy. Waller could sick on her, But yeah, definitely her. I definitely think so as well. All right, guys. So yeah, we're starting to get more into like the heavy hitters kind of now, and I went to the world of the Teen Wolf world, and I love me werewolves, so I definitely wanted a female werewolf, and I chose Kali, the female alpha. She, my God, was this girl? This was a sick werewolf, female werewolf. And she was badass too. Like she, not only did she use just her hands and claws and teeth, but she always was barefoot in terms of, so she was using the claws on her feet as weapons too. But I would also use her. I think Waller would use her as well as because she would be a good tracker. You know, So kind of in a sense the tracker of the group, but also be very much word to the wise that remember she's a werewolf, so be careful with her as well. Like I said, Waller. I made my squad really well. Waller don't really trust wouldn't trust any of these, and they be seriously. This would, if anything, this would probably be one of the most dangerous Suicide Squad put together, especially with a werewolf on the team. And we go back to the world of Mass Effect, and like I said, heavy hitters now, guys. And this girl right here will be the only alien on the team, but she'd be pretty much one of the most dangerous as well. And that's Samara's daughter, Morin. Uh, yeah, you want to talk about Predator? Yeah, you're looking at her. Morinth was the ultimate predator, and it was so so much to the point she was so dangerous that her mother had to kill her just to make sure she didn't hurt anybody else. And I would definitely see I could definitely see Morinth on the team, but like I said, her biotic skills are really powerful. But once again, there's that factor of Waller will not be taking this girl lightly. So if anytime make sure she got a bullet. Make sure if she tries to pull anything, if she tries to touch you in terms of sexually, don't do anything about it. But yeah, Morinth definitely. And the heavy hitters don't stop here, guys. It's gonna get and you can see right here the next heavy hitter from the world of Soul Calibur. Uh, I went with Astaroth. Why Astroth? Because I looked at him as kind of being the equivalent of King Shark in a sense, but the only difference is King Shark is a humanoid shark. Astroth is a Frankenstein-esque like character with a freaking axe. And he's a huge towering mountain of muscle. And by the way, like I said, with a freaking axe. So he's definitely going to be one of those guys that you would kind of be more of like on the Waller would be on. Is it he would be like your code orange, your red alert. Like okay, he's on. The Axeman's on the field now. Be on the lookout. Be on alert. So definitely with him. And like I said, the last guy is just as much as dangerous as well, guys. And as you can see right here, we're talking about none other than yeah, Brian Fury. You talk same thing in terms of like the equivalent of how Avengers did Hulk. It's like is this a code green? That's kind of the same thing with Brian Fury. It's just like uh, a code one man army. Brian Fury, fucking dangerous. Uh, that his and you. This is a guy that would get off. Like I'm talking, they would probably have him locked up, chained in probably the toughest metal in the DC universe, strapped down until they need him, and he would literally get the job done by himself if they need to. They just wanted, let's just send Brian in there by himself. He get it done. There you go. But yeah, Brian Fury definitely is that guy that you wouldn't want. If Astroth was bad enough or Morinth was bad enough, you got Brian Fury to deal with. Like I said, guys, this squad that I put together is very dangerous. 10-member team. Just looking at them, there's like this is a dangerous team. What the hell's wrong with you, Chris? But yeah, this would kind of even, in my opinion, wet the pants of the Suicide Squad members that came before. So that's just what I'm saying. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. You guys tell me what you think. Give your opinion. If you could create a non-comic book Suicide Squad lineup, who would it be? Uh, I gave you mine. Deadpoolzilla gave his. I'm looking for my subscribers to give me their opinions of who they would have in the comment section below. And other than that, guys, this is my Morin Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. As always, this is the opinion spot where your opinion matters, and I will see you guys next time.